What's up, y'all? Today is Saturday, the 29th of June, and just wanted to do a quick garden update. We got a couple of catbirds in the rhododendron here that I just spooked. Let's see if they're still there. Couple little guys. Yeah, I gotta go through and take a look. I think I'm gonna leave this flower here. This will be the first strawberry, because June's a couple days away and we're just gonna let things start going crazy. Whoa. Step over into the garden. You can see over here the raspberry is popping out shoots below the squashes. Squashes are getting nice and big. They're putting out some flowers. These are cool looking flowers. They got cool little frillies to them. No flowers on the little summer squash yet, but the zucchini definitely have them. Sorry that you've got a leaf blower in my video now. But yeah, you can see the leaves are getting huge. Starting to take off. This one's struggling definitely compared to the other ones. I'll have to hit it with some more fertilizer, see if that can help. But it's okay, I got two big boys, so. And then cucumbers. They seem to be taking off. Oh, that's always fun when they reach over and grab the one next door. I have to start untwining. But this one, I accidentally chopped the top of it off one time when I was doing some things. So this is a new growth tip that's finally grown out. So that's why it's so much farther behind than this one. But yeah, you can see they're growing up nice. They're getting big. The leaves are all looking healthy. There's no pest pressure. I was getting annihilated with cucumber beetles last year around this time. I'm starting to notice them. So I'm just going to keep up with this kaolin clay and keep on keeping on. So watermelon's getting nice and big too. Doing a lot better than it ever was last year. Look at this guy. But it's looking good. Got some little flowers coming. So we'll have to make some selections for where we're going to grow our fruit. Probably one watermelon per plant is all I'm going to do, just to focus energy on them. But yeah, the snapdragons are getting nice and bushy. I'm hoping that they're going to get nice and full of flowers. Yeah. All the tomato plants are putting out lots of flowers now, so that's good. We're going to have lots of tomatos. And you can see the first flowers have dropped, so the little tomatoes are setting in there. Oh, there's a good sized one. That's a honey drop. A little earlier than the sun gold this year. Oh no, the sun gold's about the same spot. So, pretty cool. And then, not seeing any. Oh, first flower just fell off on the blush there. So, I was gonna say I'm not seeing any flowers that have fallen off on the blush. I think I removed the first set of flowers off of this black cherry, and I let it go to here. And then this one, I let it stay on. So I want to see what ends up happening. The black cherry always have these really long, frilly things. Bogey Butcher's going. Gotta watch these suckers up at the top. That happens so fast this time of year. Especially with the energy getting pushed to the flowers. My new growth on my pepper plant is looking nice and green. And we got these nice big flowers popping out on the green giants. So that's cool. Slide around. I think these ones get shaded out a bit more because of the tree line here than these ones do. So you can see these ones are just getting sun earlier in the day, and these ones are in the shade still. That's why they're so much smaller. Once they get a little taller, they'll start catching more light. But yeah, Virginia Sweets starting to put out some buds at the top there. This one, not quite yet. A little split there. Let's see. I have to figure out what's going on with that. Which side is the true top in a little bit. Yeah, we got flowers on the gold medal. Nice one there. Lots of weird growth tips popping out in weird places on some of these. I'm thinking that it might be like an overdose of nitrogen. But yeah, they're doing well. These are the Caspian Pink. Here's another one that had like it split like 5 different ways. So I had to just pick one, and that's the main stem now. Chef's Choice Pink. This one last year really early in the season succumbed to some stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one compares to the Brandy Boy. Is this Bread and Salt? Oh, nice. Bread and Salt's popping out some flowers. That's cool. Same over here. And then here's the Brandy Boy. It's going to be similar. It's a hybrid of a brandy wine, and you know, just kind of makes it a little less prone to disease or whatever, a little higher yielding. But you can see plants are looking nice. Get some cool little buggies going, but nothing that's like eating my leaves anymore. None of those like shield bugs or scale bugs or flea beetles. No tiny holes in the leaves because of the kale and clay. They don't like that. So everything is just like pristine, which is nice. So Cherokee Purple's going. We got loud ass truck and leaf blower guy leaving the scene finally. Yeah, they're looking good. And there you can see the cucumbers. They're all putting on a lot of size. Same with the squash over there. Pretty cool. And there's the watermelon plants sticking up over everything. And another thing I noticed is I have some really cool volunteer plants. I was like, all right, here is a marigold. There's a blank. So this is a marigold, right? And I'm looking at this as the marigold. Oh, this was the marigold and it died. So what's this? Oh, this is a volunteer tomato plant that grew from seed in the ground. And it's just growing there now, which is funny. I'm gonna pull it so it doesn't compete. But isn't that funny? There's like a bunch of those around. This one's not a volunteer tomato plant. This is a sucker growing off the base of the stem. But look how similar they are. Tomato plant, sucker. So there's a bunch of them around. These are tomato plants as well. These little things. So kind of funny. But yeah, the marigolds seem to be popping off in some places and getting sluggoed in other places. This one got super slugged. but this one's blasting. So, pretty good success rate overall. I think like most of them are taking off. You know, like they're getting pretty big. So, fingers crossed they keep on cruising. I'm gonna slide through here. Over here. I'll look at the peas and the beans. Should be lots of flowers now. Yep. Now in the beginning here it can get weird because you start losing the first couple pea pods. But it's a lot of stuff. So that's cool. Strawberry plants. Doing really nice. Everything seems to be going well there. And let's run over and take a look at the grapes. Actually, let's see if this Thumbergia elata fell off. Oh, sorry, birdie. No, it's still gripping on. Nice. Maybe it'll actually start climbing up now. Seems like it's got a hold of it. How about these ones? Oh, it's blooming finally. That's what the Thumbergia elata flowers look like. It's almost like a black eye Susan, but it's actually like a trumpet style flower. It's got a little hole. I don't know if you can see that. It kind of goes in. It's hard to tell because it's so dark in there. But the little pansies are doing their things. This is a salvia, so that's growing up. We'll see what happens with that. Got a lot of natural blackberries and raspberries. These are all blackberries. Oh, it's a little baby black catbird in there, meowing at me. But these are pretty good when they're ripe. There's one. As far as my raspberries go, we got these clusters here, not quite ripening yet, but you can see them all. See them all? Decent amount. So we'll get to try some of those raspberries at least. Incoming loud as hell truck. Jesus Christ. And then, similarly, well, look at this hoverfly. Man. Oh, it went away right when I zoomed in. That was funny. We're gonna have a good handful of these blackberries as well. See them going there? So that's cool. There's a bunch popping off. Some in there, some over there. So we'll get a handful of each this year. It's not going to be a bounty year, but they're both in their second year, you know what I mean? So, all right. Potatoes, they're going crazy. Look at this guy. he's hiding. He wants to go, but he can't. Maybe if it focuses on him, it would be cooler. There it goes. Some sort of sucker bug. He's gonna fall off. He's trying to go off the tip. Got these little whitish purplish flowers coming out on the potatoes, so that's cool. Carrots are doing carrot things. We'll see if they end up taking off. These ones are looking kind of weak. Give them another fertilize. But yeah, that's basically the garden situation. It's pretty much a stagnant day. I'm not gonna have to do a lot of maintenance. I'm gonna have to string up the plants maybe in a day or two because they're starting to outgrow the tops, but I just did them like a couple days ago, so you can see like the tops of the tomatoes are all relatively strapped close to where they like end. See that? So, but you can see the watermelon there. That's the last strap, and the top's up here, so it's gonna fall. So, it's time to fix some stuff. But yeah, everything's going. Okay, peace out, y'all.